All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So, let's talk about those last two episodes because holy fuck. Also, by the way, you should be able to hear me a lot better now. I don't know what was going on, but for some reason, Streamlabs decided to take an absolute shit on itself and just stop actually. I don't know. The audio gate was doing something and I just don't know what it was doing because it was like suppressing it really hard. I apologize for the sound quality on the past few episodes. Um it's going to be Wednesday the what? I'm recording this a little bit before. Wednesday the 17th is when you guys watch this episode, and again, I do apologize. Anyways, so as you guys saw previously, I accidentally left Dreadnought improvement mod or improvement project, my bad, enabled. So unfortunately, we did have some weird stuff going on in those last two videos, but I didn't want to cut them. I didn't want to remove them because it would have removed a lot from the situation. And also, losing the two battleships, while a blow, is... I want some drama. You know, I want something bad to happen. I want something to spice up the campaign. So I'm just going to keep it. Here we are. Anyways, we are at war with Spain and China. And so far the war is going great over here because we're about to... we're 3 turns away from successfully invading Morocco. We are down 2 battleships in the Pacific. Our last 2 battleships, the 2 Rebels, the Gangut and the Svetoy Alexander. Luckily, very good ships with very good crews. So these guys are probably going to have to carry some fucking weight in order to keep us in this running. In the case of our 3 other light cruisers, they are currently retreating back to Vladivostok in order to repair and rearm and whatnot to prep to rejoin the battle as part of this task force. We are also invading from the Russian Far East into Manchuria, which is progressing. We are kicking the teeth of the Chinese in Manchuria, which then allows us to progress towards northern China and Guangdong province. Other than that, right now, we're kind of just getting prepped. I do have another 2 of the Sinop class Dreadnoughts. They're going to be deploying into Odessa here soon. These 2 ships will immediately be tasked over to the Pacific in order to assist against the Chinese. We need extra weight in the feed here, and these ships are going to give the Chinese a run for their fucking money because they don't have anything this big or heavy. So we definitely need to get those guys over there. In the case of the Spanish front, things are going perfectly fine. We have plenty of forces available to invade. Our other 2 Sinops are currently here. I believe this is the fleet with them in it. No, not that one. This one? Yes. So the Imperator Alexander II and the Sinop herself are currently present here, and they are rearing for a fight. Now, you might have noticed that we did a refit of the Sinop and the Asia and the Triumph. Now, the Sinop's refit is more of the classical Dreadnought refit. Eventually, this refit will be redone as soon as we get times 5 centerline guns. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stick a 5th centerline gun in there in order to really up the ante with this gun battery. Yes, we'll lose a couple secondary guns, but we'll gain a main battery gun. The Triumph is just an increase in the capabilities of a venerable design at this point in time, and then the Asia refit was the inclusion of 5-inch or 6-inch guns, my bad, was our introduction of 6-inch guns into the mix. However, I am not sure if this refit is going to be good. We're going to keep it because we've already made the design, we're already going to go for it, and eventually, maybe, just maybe, we can get dual battery 6-inch guns on this thing, doubling its firepower, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be an effective cruiser with that doubled firepower. I'm hoping we will see. I really just don't want to get rid of the Asias with the bigger guns. I might reduce it. Actually, you know what? Maybe that's the play, is we reduce it to a 5-inch gun. Yeah, we're going to do that. So to start off this video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a refit of the Asia with 5-inch guns rather than the 6-inch guns, just to kind of keep that massive fire going. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Also, I am going to return to the 30-minute format for these videos after doing the testing that I was doing. I'm not seeing a case for... let's see if we can move these back just a little bit. I'm not seeing a case for the 20-minute format. It's just not seemingly advantageous in any way, shape, or form. I wanted to give it a try, see what we could do with it, but it just didn't seem to pan out really. So it is what it is. I'm curious to know, can Barbette. Let's get that back as far as we can. And then we're going to go ahead and do a 5-inch gun, a 5-inch gun, a 5-inch gun, and a 5-inch gun. All right, so now we've got 5-inch guns on there. I think these are going to be much more capable. We're going to try to work on that offset a little bit, though, because I have a sneaky suspicion. Let's try to put the rear mast back as far as we can. I think that's the best we're gonna do with the offset. But I'm just of the opinion that at this point in time, it's really not gonna matter. Now, when it comes to the funnels, we're not gonna replace the funnels at all. I don't think there's really a point to it. We're using the same amount of weight. We're getting much more funnel capacity out of it. Well, actually, you know what? Let me see something. Yeah, it's just not gonna be worth it. Unless, no. I don't think this is going to be worth. So we'll just keep the 3 funnels like so. And we'll just go like that. So the Asia gets her new guns. Yes, it reduces her firepower significantly, but it gives her bigger guns. They should be a little more survivable because we can actually put like a decent amount of armor on these, actually, funny enough. So in reality, it might just be the better of everything. And then we want 5x40 caliber. 40 caliber seems to be like the go-to, and we need to figure out how to try to help the weight a little bit. Oh, that helped the weight. All right, cool. That helped the weight, good amount. Okay, so there you go. There's the Asia with her 5-inch guns. And again, eventually we'll be able to get dual barrel guns, which will allow us to double the firepower. And it's just going to keep these cruisers in service even longer in reality. Like, it's going to keep them in service much longer. It's going to allow them to actually stay around, because protected cruisers, like, they didn't fall off completely. The Japanese, for example, had a lot of protected cruisers that they were utilizing throughout the First World War, the Interwar, the Second World War, and most of those cruisers were doing just fine. What was identified as an issue for those protected cruisers was their gun layout. So if we look at the Triumph is a protected cruiser, and it is a traditional broadside layout. Whereas the Asia is also a protected cruiser, technically speaking, but this is getting into the light cruiser design. And it has a much better gun layout because it can bring all of its guns to bear, and it's just a better situation for the Asia. And so we definitely want to get there, I think. So anyways, let's check the political situation. Let's check what our... So Army logistics 43%. That's good. That means that we're actually going to be able to do things. Naval power rating 100%. So we are considered quite powerful overall. And we're also, once those synops finish, it's going to help out a lot as well. We also need to get our tech budget up, but that's going to be way too fucking expensive to try to do right now. And tech-wise, are we looking at anything interesting within the next torpedo propulsion? What are we looking at? 3,000-meter torpedoes. Oh, my lord. Those are going to be juicy. Torpedo tubes. We're looking at twin torpedo tubes. Oh, everything with torpedo launchers is getting an upgrade here soon. So let's go ahead and cycle the turn. Our goal is to destroy some Chinese ships, get that war score up, and hopefully not get a piece that is disadvantageous for us. Like, that's the big thing, is we need the political leadership to fuck off. Oh, also, if you guys don't remember, we did sign a treaty with, yes, Venezuela. I will build you a boat. If you guys do not remember, we did sign an alliance with the British Empire. Now, this is a big deal because it's going to lend us a lot of help, and it's just going to allow us to survive a lot better. So we got 2 light cruisers against 5 torpedo boats. We're not going to do this. Unfortunately, our torpedo boats are kind of worthless against the Spanish light cruisers. As we learned, they're heavy cruisers we can take on. Their light cruisers are a lot more dangerous. So we do need to be careful of that. And Britain is invading Liberia. Interesting. The failed experiment of Liberia of repatriating Africans to the African continent. If you know why it's a failed state, gold star. All right. So why didn't you go into the port? Go into the port so you can frickin' repair. Please and thank you. How's the advance into... Okay, so Manchuria, we are taking Manchuria. That's good. And we're still good over here. We need to get the Chinese to engage the rebels. I think that's where that's where the Chinese are going to falter, is because the rebels are capable ships. We've already proven them in combat. They have really good crews. Now, in regards to the Imperialista Marias, I don't think they're a failed design. I think there was a thing with DIP that was affecting their handling, and it just wasn't able to truly shine at all. I truly believe that it was just we were not getting the best bang for buck out of the handling. All right, so 2 cruisers versus 1 light cruiser. Let's go kill us a convoy. Why does it sound like we sound like we're like on Endor or something like that? It feels like Star Wars. Actually, real quick, I apologize, guys, but I have a Discord notification that I need to pay attention to. All right, so we are here. northeast. Let's go ahead and having some tearing there. What's going on? All right, let's split up the cruisers. Let's get them fanned out, and we'll join back up once we spot the convoy. And these are the Dreadnoughts. They are quite capable, as we've seen previously. Trained crew on that one, regular crew on this one, so this one's going to be the one that does a lot of damage. Simply from the perspective that it's going to be able to hit its shots more often. Alright, come on. Where you at? Let's divert the Dnieper more this way. Ah, we've spotted a convoy. Now, are these armed merchantmen? No, they're not. Okay. You'll know if they're armed if you just click on them. It'll show the firing range of the guns. So, poor bastards are sitting ducks. They got 2 cruisers bearing down on the convoy. It's a 10-ship convoy. We're going to bring the Dnieper over this direction. And yes, we are just going to hunt them down. It's very annoying, the fact that the enemy cruisers... Now, they did just do an update, so I won't, like, give them too much shit. But they did just do an update in which they said that they kind of redid the AI a little bit when it comes to transports, and they the escorts are supposed to stick closer to the transports now. Whether or not it's actually going to do it, that's another thing entirely. Hey, how did I have... Wait. How are you set up? 4-inch. 2-inch. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. I put a bunch of extra 2-inch guns on these. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, that's... I don't remember putting 2-inch secondaries. Oh, there are 2-inch secondaries. So there's a lot of extra firepower on these things. So there's just shells flying. Oh my lord. Beat them up. Just raking the decks right now. Alright. Hold on. I gotta check something real quick. Because we need to take some screenshots of this. Oh my lord. Alright, so... that way. Hold on. I apologize, everybody. But I actually have to reference, because of how we're doing this, the thumbnails for this series, I need to reference something real quick. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. Alright. Oh god, what happened here? I accidentally opened up shadow play. Whoops. Really need to change that. I need to change my pause button. I'm realizing that now that I really need to change the pause button on this. I wish I could make a spacebar, but this is what spacebar does. And you can't rebind spacebar for some reason. Does tab do anything? Okay, I'm gonna set it to tab. Alright. Oh, and there's the enemy escort. So the enemy escort actually stayed with the convoy, but it didn't try to intercept our ships at all. So the convoy is just getting absolutely just thrashed. And yet there's an enemy cruiser that could be protecting the convoy. Alright, Dnieper. You know the drill. Kill him good, kill him hard. We'll let Crossfire come into play here. Oh Jesus. Oh my, oh Lord. Oh God. Egad. Oh my Lord. Yeah, burn, bitch. Oh, fuck. The Dnieper just took some massive fucking hits. Instantly knocked out 2 of the engines. Thank God it didn't knock out the 3rd. These Spanish light cruisers are no fucking joke. Like, they just have so many 4.7-inch guns on them that it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, these things are literally, like, one of the most dangerous ships that I've actually encountered so far. Like, it's actually kind of impressive, to say the least. Like, I haven't encountered a Spanish ship that scared me before. Alright, so the Dnieper, the flooding's under control. Both of the... okay, so we're getting water pumped out slowly but surely. We'll recover the engines. The Zimchok can finish this off. I'm just surprised, like, how good that Spanish light cruiser is. Looks like 2 compartments are completely flooded and there's no recovering that, so yeah, the Dnieper just needs to disengage from the area. But we have another cruiser! Oh my god, just look at that. Just look at the amount of fire coming off this thing. Come on, we got two more transports. Now all engines are dead, so it's gonna start flooding. Oh, seriously? Seriously, thank God we're still in spotting distance. Hopefully this gets them to regular and we get the big accuracy bonuses. That'd be nice. Sorry. If you guys know, you know. You know why I'm looking at my phone. Everybody should realize why I'm looking at my phone. It's obvious. Trust me, I love the bros just as much. Alright. And that's another convoy to the bottom, and the Spanish are not liking me. Alright. Come on, load faster, please. Thank you. Alright, very nice. And we have another convoy. Single torpedo boat versus single torpedo boat. I'm just gonna not. If I had like 2 or 3 torpedo boats, then yes, I would. a single torpedo boat versus a single torpedo boat. It's a complete 50-50. All right. So we're still advancing them in. Oh no, they're beating us back. Fuck. What's our army logistics right now? 42%. Okay, we're not too bad off. And we're capturing Morocco this turn. Western Sahara is in rebellion, so we can't do anything, unfortunately. We need a big win against the Chinese to get our prestige under wrap, or our unrest, I should say, under wraps, and then we also need a big war, or a big win in Manchuria. If we can get Manchuria, that'd be great. Which, hey, I think this is historically following some lines, by the way. No. Fight to the end. Because we need to take things. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we've got the enemy fleet exactly where we want them, by the way. We wanted them engaging these guys. So let's go. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, because we're at 26 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and then we'll come right back with the battle. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.